Good morning. Welcome to the Daily Coffee Chat with Ryan Frank. It's Thursday. Way to make it to Thursday. Big day today. We are 10 days away from KidMin Nation MegaCon. 10 days away from MegaCon. I hope that you're signed up. Go to kidminnation.com and get signed up, kidminnation.com. Sorry, we did not do a coffee chat yesterday as planned. Duty called, and I had a meeting at the school that could not be rescheduled. So I was not able to jump online with you yesterday at this time, but I'm back today. I plan, Lord willing, on being back tomorrow. And today I want to talk to you about some little things that can make a big difference. Little things that can make a big difference. Before we do that, two things. One, we have a brand new Kids Matter podcast that we'll release today. If you're not listening to the Kids Matter podcast, you need to get your phone out right now, go to whatever app that you use to listen to podcasts, and subscribe to the Kids Matter podcast. This is a weekly podcast full of great ideas and helpful encouragement. You can find a link to the Kids Matter podcast at kidsmatter.com. But a brand new Kids Matter podcast will drop today. And once again, please get signed up for MegaCon. You can even get a complimentary ticket. We will have 5,000 participants, Lord willing. We're at like 4,300 right now with 10 days to go. So my team and I are very confident that we're going to exceed 5,000 of you that are registered and plan to participate in MegaCon. It's happening in 10 days, not this coming Monday, but a week from Monday. Hope that you can be there. KidminNation.com is where you go to get all of the information. I want to talk to you for a few minutes today about little things that you can do to make a big difference. You know, the Bible has a lot to say about the significance of little things. Remember what Jesus said in Luke 16:10. He said, "He that is faithful in what is least will also be faithful in much." Okay, if you're faithful in the least, what did Jesus say? You'll be faithful in much. You remember in the book of Ezekiel, God took a sprig from, I think it's called a sprig. For some reason now that doesn't sound right, but maybe I want to say twig. But a sprig, twig, whatever. He took this little branch from the top of a cedar tree and he planted it, this little branch. And it became this huge, the Bible says, a noble cedar. This big tree that produced fruit. It created a home for birds and it provided shade to animals. And it started with this small little stick. The Bible has a lot to say about little things. Little things matter, and it's easy to think that little things don't matter, but they do. Community, I want to share with you 5 little things you can do to make a big difference today. 5 little things that you can do to make a big difference today. Number 1, smile and be friendly. Stop what you're doing and smile right now. Smile. You know, there's all kinds of research on how many muscles it takes to frown and how many muscles it takes to smile. And if you research it, you're going to find 50 different answers to the question. So I don't know that if it takes people, I think the assumption is it takes more muscles to frown than smile. But yet we spend so much of our time frowning. Just choose to smile and be friendly. Proverbs 15, verses 13 to 15 says, "A glad heart makes a happy face, and a broken heart crushes a spirit. A wise person is hungry for knowledge, while fools feed on trash. For the despondent, every day brings trouble. For the happy heart, life is a continual feast." This is something small that you and I can do every day. I've got my coffee. I hope you have yours, friends. Something small you can do every day is smile and be friendly to people. You know, one thing about joy is that joy is contagious. And if you're a joyful person, those around you are going to be joyful. It spreads quick. And I'm telling you what, one of the greatest things that can bring joy to a home, joy to an office, joy to a community is just a bright, sincere smile. So why don't you work on smiling? When you pass someone in the hallway, smile. When you see someone, try to encourage them and make their day. Here's a second thing you can do that'll make a big difference. It's small, but it makes a big difference, and that is tell people thank you. Tell people thank you. Okay? Everybody wants to be made to feel important. Everybody wants their work to be acknowledged. Everyone wants to be told that they're doing a great job. So tell people thank you. And you need to really speak it, friends. Speak that thank you. Because you may appreciate someone inside of you, but if you don't communicate it, people may not know. Thank you are really two of the most powerful words. I don't know if they are the most powerful words, but they are two powerful words that you can ever speak. I think probably the two most powerful words you can ever speak are yes and no, because what you say yes to and what you say no to ultimately determines your destiny in eternity, and it determines your destiny on this life, what you say yes to and no to. But there are two other powerful words, and that is thank you. Thank you. When someone in your office does something for you, say thanks. When someone at home does something for you, say thank you. When the teller at the bank gives you your receipt, say thank you. When you're at the grocery store and someone's bagging up your groceries, look them in the eye and say thank you. The next time your supervisor does something nice, say thank you. Maybe the next time you see your supervisor, just say, thank you for giving me the opportunity to work here and to be on your team. What would happen if you thanked the people that served on your board? What would happen if you thanked the kids on Sunday for showing up and you thanked mom and dad for bringing them? Just tell people that you appreciate them. It's a little thing that you can do, friends. It'll make a big difference. Number 3, learn people's names. This is a little thing that you can do to make a big difference, is to learn people's names. Now, there are books as thick as this one right here. And there are seminars and workshops and all kinds of YouTube videos on how to memorize people's names. How you do it, I don't care, but I want you to learn people's names. Learn people's names. Andrew Carnegie once said that this, now I'm saying Andrew Carnegie, Dale Carnegie, wasn't Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie might have said it too. Dale Carnegie once said, 2 good Carnegies. Dale Carnegie said, the sweetest sound a person can hear in his or her own language is the sound of his name. People love to hear their name. Learn people's names. And I know it can be difficult. And I'm telling you what, I'm bad about this. My wife, Beth, she gets annoyed sometimes. So I'll be sitting at a soccer game. I'll see somebody 4 seats down from me that I should know their name. And what do? I get on Facebook and try to find them to remember their name, because I want to call them by name, right? Because I understand this, that people like to hear their name. And it makes people feel special when you call them by name. So learn their names. Learn their names. One of the greatest ways to learn someone's name is just to keep repeating it. It's kind of like how you memorize a Bible verse. When you memorize scripture, you repeat it over and over and over and over again. And so when you meet somebody for the first time, say their name over and over again. Scott, it was great to meet you. Scott, I was glad to meet your family. Scott, I hope we get to meet again. Scott, have a great night. All right, see you later, Scott. And I've said Scott's name 5 or 6 times, and there's a chance it might stick. Number 4, here's a 4th little thing that you can do to make a big difference. And that is, remember the little things about people. Remember the little things about people. What do I mean by the little things? Remember their birthdays. Remember their birthdays. We recently buried a senior citizen in our church who religiously, for years and years, sent everyone in the congregation a birthday card. And it made people feel special. Remember their anniversaries at work. Remember their accomplishments. Remember their vacation plans. Remember their hobbies. Remember what's going on in the lives of their kids. Remember the little things about people, and from time to time ask them, how are they doing? So how was junior soccer game last night? So how are vacation plans coming for South Carolina in 3 weeks? So what are you planning for Christmas? Hey, congratulations on making it through another year. Hey, happy birthday, happy anniversary. Remember those little things about people. And I'm telling you what, it will help your interpersonal skills, and it will make you so much more relational and approachable. People appreciate that. Here's my final one for today. Now, I've got a list of like 15 or 20 of these. I'm going to stop with number 5, and we'll come back to these. We'll do some more of these in another coffee chat. Number 5 is be a good listener. Be a good listener. You know, no matter what is going on, learn to be a good listener. My grandma used to tell me when I was a kid that God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth so that you would listen twice as much as you talk. And maybe your grandma told you that too. God has given us 2 ears because he wants us to listen. The Bible has a lot to say about listening and the importance of listening and being slow to speak, right? And quick to hear. And the more we grow our skills as listeners, the better we're going to grow as people and as leaders. If someone is talking to you and they're complaining, if someone is talking to you and being critical, instead of formulating a response in your brain, which is so easy for all of us to do, honor the individual, honor the conversation, and choose to listen. And really try to be present in conversations. Don't let your eyes wander, right? Don't let your mind go somewhere else. Really engage in the conversation. And when you're with someone, do your best to really be with them and have a conversation. Friends, here's 5 things that you can do, little things that you can do today to make a big difference. Smile and be friendly. Tell people you appreciate them. Learn people's names. Remember the little things about people and be a good listener. I've got more little things, and maybe we'll share them in the days or weeks to come. If you're just jumping on Facebook or you're just catching this on YouTube or listening to the podcast, I want to remind you today, Coffee Chat listeners, KidMin Nation MegaCon 10 days away. We had to go entirely online this year, but we've expanded it to 5 days. I'd love to have you be a part. There is a complimentary ticket that you can get for free. All of the information is at kidminnation.com. Also, brand new episode of the Kids Matter podcast will drop today. Make sure you're subscribed to the Kids Matter podcast. As a general rule, we release a new one every Thursday, so be sure to listen in. And this afternoon, that new podcast episode will drop. Also, lots of new products and downloads over at kidsmatter.com. Put a Z in there, Kids Matter with a Z.com, as you prepare for the weekend, whether you're doing Zoom, whether you're doing pre-recorded services or live. There's a lot of great resources to help you over at kidsmatter.com. Coffee Chat, thanks for being with me. We'll be back tomorrow, Lord willing. Have a great day. Let's keep the conversation rolling in Kids Matters, I Love KidMin Facebook